Hi, this is the social media book tag. First social media site, Twitter. Pick a book under 200 pages. And my favorite book under 200 pages would be How the Library Not the Prince Saved Rapunzel. This is actually a children's picture book, but the drawings are super cute and the story is so adorable. I love it. Yeah. Me and my friends saw it at Shakespeare and Company and I just had to have it. Second social media site would be Facebook, a book everyone pressured you into reading. And that would be the Mortal Instruments series. I made it 2.5 books in and then I just got too annoyed with the main characters. I like the basic idea behind the Shadowhunters and stuff, but oh, Clary, you're so annoying. Tumblr, a book you read before it was popular. This was a hard one because I'm not someone who reads books before anyone else, but I just went with Silber, das erste Buch der Träume by Kerstin Gier. I don't know what the English title of this book is, something with dreams probably, but I read this book before it came out in English, so it was before it got huge on BookTube. So yeah, that probably counts. MySpace, a book you read but don't remember reading. That would probably be The Mummies. I don't know the author anymore. This cute, teeny tiny, it's super cute, ghostly like white figures from Finland. My sister had this book and I read it when I was 12 or 14, but I just remember reading it. I don't remember anything about the actual story. Next is Instagram, a book you love the cover of and would put on your Instagram. I actually didn't do that, but my favorite book cover is First and Then by Emma Mills. Isn't that beautiful? And just so beautiful. I actually display this book on my bookshelf normally because it's just so pretty. The rainbowy drops and the heart and oh. And YouTube, a book that should be made into a movie. That was a really hard one because of a lot of the books I read are already out as movies, and sometimes as crappy movies, sometimes it's somewhere in between, and some books I can't imagine being good movies because it would be hard to make. So I think this one would really be a good choice. It's actually a trilogy. It's the Wanderer series by Tony DiTerlizzi, and it's kind of sci-fi. It starts out with this young girl who was raised by a droid, and then she lives in an underground bunker, and one day she goes upstairs to the real world, but it's not at all what she expected it to be. So it's really nice. And I love the title. Oh, the last book would be a book you would recommend to anyone. Like, this book I still wouldn't recommend to children, maybe starting at the age of 14 or something, because it's about Second World War and Holocaust and all that kind of stuff. But I read it at a point where I had enough of this topic. We had done so much about it at school, and we constantly had to read books about it in school. It was really annoying, but it was recommended by a friend of my mother who works at the library, and I thought I'd give it a shot, and it's really good. It's The Book Thief by Markus Zusak. I have the German edition here, but since it takes place in Germany and there are lots of German words in the English version, I would recommend, if you're fluent in German, read it, the German translation, because it can be kind of annoying if you have those words in English. If you have the words in German and then they get translated to English and you already understood the German words and that's just left out here. So if you're fluent in German, read it in German. If not, the English version will be good too. Probably. I haven't read it, I just heard the beginning of the audiobook and it was really annoying for me, so that. So, yeah, bye!